what's in the bag, Alicia? A hair salon. That's what's in this bag, baby. A hair salon. Hello. Hello. I am Alicia Richard, and in this video, I will be talking about being a Sisterlocks trainee, and I will be sharing the supplies that I use because I do not do this full time. So I just finished doing a retightening as a Sisterlocks trainee, and I wanted to show you all the materials that I use, that I have all of the time that I use when I do my retightenings with my clients, starting with the tools. So I have a few things that I'm going to show you all. So I use this little thing, and within this little pouch right here, I actually keep the Sisterlocks, the tools that they gave us, like the Sisterlocks hook. So during the training, and I think we went to the training in like 2021 or something like that, or somewhere up in there, but they provided us with like the Sisterlock hook. So I put like those essential, like main things that I need in this little IV bag. Okay, so within this as well, so I put my hooks in here, and then they do give us like the Sisterlock size. Now I'm not gonna show y'all all this because I don't know if I'm supposed to, but they have like a little card that we could use as well when it comes to like the Sisterlocks as well. So the essential things that they give us, I put it in here, and then they also give us like another little tool once you finish going to the class. So I have all of my tools, like I use it and I put it in this little bag right here. Besides from that, I always use like these clamps or whatever to put in my client's hair to kind of just separate their hair, to make sure that their hair like is separated accordingly. Some of my clients have different textures of hair, so it really just depends on which ones that I use. Sometimes it requires me to use like these scrunchies or whatever to put in their hair, because a lot of times as I'm parting their hair, or not parting, but finger combing through their hair, or finger parting their hair, kind of just separating their hair into sections sometimes. So besides from these little clamps, because these little clamps can cover like the exact locks, you know what I'm saying? However, with these, they kind of just like separate like those larger sections. I also use this little clamp as well, you know, like these little clamps to kind of just put in their hair. And I also use this. So I kind of just use a series of clamps like in their hair. It depends on where I'm at. Like if I'm on the edges, I use like maybe like a smaller clamp, versus like when I'm trying to put like a bigger group of locks together, then I just use different tools. But for the most part, of course, you know, like I keep my little Sisterlock tool like in my hands at all times, and I do make sure that I keep up with it. So I put it in this little bag right here, and along with this, I just make sure that I put my clamps like all in this bag, so that when the next time I do Sisterlocks, I will know where it's at. So literally what I do is kind of just put it in this bag right here, and I just seal it shut. So that's one part. The next part that I normally have, so with all of my scrunchies, like because I like always tie my hair up sometimes too, I just kind of just keep my scrunchies like on here. And then when it's time for me to either use them with my clients or something like that, then I make sure that I have my scrunchies, right? These rubber bands are kind of just for styling. I really don't style my clients' hair because I'm not trying to be like their stylist, but I do encourage them to find nice styles. But I don't specialize in styling. Like, look at my YouTube videos. Kindly. There's plenty of styles in there. All right, so the next thing that I do have, now I put all of my tools, for some reason, I do not travel, because right now I do let all of my clients come to my home, because I mean, this is just convenient, right? So like when I get off from work, I travel from the office, I come home. Sometimes I do hair like on Friday nights, or sometimes, the majority of the time I do hair on the weekend. So I would do hair like Saturday morning, like tomorrow, or Saturdays normally start at about 7 o'clock in the morning sometimes, and I would do like 2 clients, maybe 3. It just really just depends, but I intentionally kept my clientele down. However, this is the box that like my supplies are in. And I do have in my little handy dandy, this is like a little throw around thing, but it's mainly to like kind of just keep my Sisterlock thing in there, because if I walk around like with this little thing right here, I would lose my lock. well, I would lose my sister lock too. So I always make sure that it's like literally sealed in here, because this is something that I'm not trying to replace, okay? And plus, when you go to the trainer, like, you basically pay like money for the tools. So yeah, so I do have like larger clamps in here as well, as I may need them. So these are additional things that are in the bag, just in case I need to like pin somebody's hair and put it in place or whatever. The next thing that I normally use on my clients, y'all, like, I want my clients to feel like they are in a low-key salon, okay? Even if we are in my kitchen, that's fine. And when I talk to my clients, I also make sure that they understand that this is my location, because I don't do Sisterlocks full time. However, if you want a salon experience, then you should go to a salon. But I let them know straight off the bat, this is not my main bread, and this is what I'm doing on the side. So if you are comfortable with coming to my home, then that is fine. If you do not want to get your hair done within my home, then I would not encourage you to be with me, because I am not trying to pay nobody's booth rent. That's just me. So I bought this little cape right here off of Amazon, because when I put it on them, I want these women to feel like really good when they come to me, right? So I do have a cape for them. I literally got this off of Amazon. Like, I don't even know how long ago that was, but I put this around all of my clients. After like maybe like 2 clients, like, basically, I normally wash this like very often. Like, I wash this. So basically, with my clients coming like once a month, I normally will wash this once a month, because I would get like 2 clients in the chair, and then I would just wash it like after I finish. But I normally make sure that this is washed, as well as my tools and stuff. I do make sure that I sterilize them so that they are clean. All right, the next thing I normally use, I use this as an oil. Like, basically all of it is gone, but when I finish like retying their hair and stuff like that, I use this oil right here, and I really just put this oil on the scalp. I do not put this oil throughout their hair, because that's not what my stylists do for me. So whatever my stylists do for me, that's what I do for them. So I do use this oil right here. Again, I just put it on the scalp, and then when I finish putting it on their scalp, I always make sure that I just massage their scalp. This is the Talia Waji. This is the healing oil. This oil smells so good. So I do use this oil. They enjoy when I use the oil. They be like, oh my gosh, Alicia, it smells so good. And a lot of times they say that it's the favorite part. Like, it's their favorite part. Like, when I do their hair. The next thing I use all the time is my handy dandy. So I use this mist. So a lot of times I would use this mist just in case, like, sometimes this mist helps the hair to slide through easily when I am doing the locks. Now, this is my opinion. I seen that my loctician use it, and sometimes I be wanting to tell my loctician, girl, put a little water on it, because baby, this thing is hurting, right? It's hurting a little bit. So a lot of times I do use the mist, especially like sometimes some of my clients do come with their hair already washed, and some of my clients don't. I mean, it really just depends on my client. However, I ask them, what are you comfortable with me doing? Like, do you want me to wash your hair? Don't wash your hair. So it really is a mixture. Like, everybody, the majority of the time, though, they do come with their hair washed. And then sometimes they don't. It really just depends. Sometimes I go to my stylist with my hair washed, and sometimes I don't have it washed. So it's kind of just like, I felt like washing my hair today. No, I didn't feel like washing my hair. Can you wash my hair? Because I didn't have time. So that's kind of just how it goes. However, I do use like the mist bottle or whatever on their hair when I feel like it's getting a little too dry, or the moisture is kind of just already like gone. Like the moisture or is already gone. So I like to use this mist bottle so that the locks will just literally slip like right on. Now, these other utensils that I am going to use, these are things that I do not use on my clients' hair at all, but I just have them because, you know, you never know when you might need something additional. So all of these things are things that I literally like just purchased like not too long ago. However, I may use some of these I can use. So I do have a crochet hook. This I did purchase, and I got these things off of Amazon. You know, like this is technically like what you're supposed to use on your edges, but I just use an old toothbrush all the time, and I feel like they do the same thing. Don't judge me, but I mean, these brushes, my hair don't know the difference, nor does the gel. So yes, I do have this as a handy dandy thing in there. So again, I do have like a few crochet hooks. I really don't know how to do the crochet hooks and stuff like that. I do have this like lock tool because at one time I was gonna do like lock extensions or whatever. So I really bought these things for the lock extensions because I was trying to figure those things out, honey. Okay. But you know, like I don't know where my journey will lead. So in here again, I have some brushes. Again, I don't use this because you don't use it on the locks. However, though, I do need to add these clips with like the additional things that I have in my pink bag, my pink lock bag. And what I do think that I'm going to do, because a couple times I've had to go to my client's house to do her hair because she had like some medical issues or whatever. So I legit have traveled a couple times to do hair. And with that being said, I think that I am going to buy like maybe like a little suitcase or something that I can put my hair supplies in on the days that I do travel, or just in general. So if you know of something that I could use for me when I travel, or even just, you know, taking it out and just having like my box, like I really need something that is just designated for hair. Right now, this is it. And she looked like she's tired. She a little tired, but she does her job. The next thing, now these things I do use, especially like the comb. So whenever I have like an installation or something like that, I would use these combs right here for like parting purposes and all of that. So I have used these combs, especially sometimes when I do my son's hair, because my middle son has locks, and a lot of times I use this comb when I was just like parting his hair and stuff like that. Other than that, I do use the tube. Now, I do notice that some of my clients, not all of my clients, but particularly my middle son, he has tender hair. So he be like, "Ma, that hurt." But he takes the pain, but he really doesn't like the Sisterlock tool. So by the time I get to the bottom, I am learning how to use the crochet tool when I get down to the root, because for some reason he doesn't like the pain that is associated with the Sisterlock tool when it gets to the root. However, not all of my clients are like that, and I normally do not flip-flop from tools. Like when I do my Sisterlock tool, I only use my Sisterlock tool because that is what it's for, Sisterlocks. But with my son, he really doesn't have, I just interlocked it, and it's not like a specific grid and all of that. But anyway, so these are just like some of my additional lock things that I do have. These right here are just like crochet hooks, because I never know, like I may want to do one day like traditional locks or something like that, and add that to my little side hustle of doing locks, and I may need the crochet hook. So I really got these, and I may think about doing extensions as well, or you know, like lock extensions for my own hair. So anyway, so these are legit like my hair tools. Now all of these nice little pink little things I got from Amazon. So yeah, like I mean, I don't even know if we still shopping at Amazon or not, but I mean, I go every now and then. But I'm definitely using these again. If I decide to do an installation, of course I will use this right here, this comb right here, for my partings and all of that. And again, if you can't tell already, your girl's favorite color is pink, okay? And then of course I have my two Sisterlock tools right here that I do have, and I do make sure that I know where these things are at all times. Baby, where's my little pink bag? Because if you can't find my bag, then we got a problem, because this bag right here holds money. Okay, just like my camera bag hold money. You lose my bag, you lose my money. Where is my bag? So anyway, so what I normally do is basically once I finish like doing everything, I always normally put like the sister lock thing like right in the bottom, because I know like if it tumbles over or something like that, that is the last thing to come out. So again, I don't even know I have a scissors in here. Like sometimes you do need a scissors, but I don't know. I don't be cutting nobody hair, but I just have it just because. So anyway, so literally all these supplies are going to go back in my little box, as you can see right here. And she holds a lot of stuff, y'all. So all of these clamps going to go back in there. And let me show y'all something else, okay? So after she go in there, then I normally just fold this cape right here up real good. So when I finish folding my cape up, girl, let me tell you, I fold this cape okay? Because she got to go in the bag too. Where she at? Where she went, girl? Where she went? So the only thing that I really didn't, I cannot have, and that's why I say I do need like another little bag and at least like a mini little mist bottle or whatever. So this is how I go like right now when I do travel. Like I travel with my polka dot bag, and sometimes I will place this bag like right in my handbag, and then nobody knows. Like me and her, we gonna do sister locks. Alicia, what you got in your bag? A hair salon. What's in the bag, Alicia? A hair salon. That's what's in this bag, baby. A hair salon. Buy everything you need to do locks. Sister lock tool, everything. What's in this little bag? A hair salon. That's what's in here. My hair salon. So anyway, if you enjoyed this video, make sure that you subscribe. This is an impromptu video because I'm literally at my kitchen table. However, y'all, let me show y'all the setup. So this is where I'm at. This is where I'm at right here. So normally, this is a part of the supplies as well. This is my ring light that I use. I use a ring light when I am here in this portion of my house. And then in my home, this is the chair that I use. So actually this chair, I got this from Amazon as well. It kind of just like, girl, this is a salon for real, okay? So my chair, it moves up or whatever. Okay, so my hair, it moves up. So this is where it sits at. Now, my clients know that I have a child. So that's another thing as well. I tell my clients, look, I am a mother, okay? And every now and then, my baby may have to cry. And so I let them know these things are not a surprise. I would tell them sometimes if my baby is here, like, hey, you know, my baby's going to be here, stuff like that. And they'd be like, okay, I do those things during my consultation. Like the last lady, I let her know, I am a mother. Do you mind? And she said, no, I don't mind. So I say that to say this. This is in the middle of my flow, okay? This is the season that I am in right now because I got the playpen right here. Then I got the salon right here, okay? Don't judge me because your girl out here hustling in these streets. So, or at least at the house. At the house. So the salon chair is there. Baby stuff, baby swing, playpen. The baby took over my whole house. But I have a little spot that's designated for hair. And that's where I do my hair. And then this is like my kitchen or whatever. So this is legit like an impromptu video. However, I just wanted y'all to see like the supplies and the things that I use when it comes to doing my locks. So this is literally behind the scenes. So if you are looking to start a business, sometimes it does start in your home. I'm not interested in leaving my home. I like doing it just the way that it is. And I keep my clients to a minimum because of my schedule. And I explained that in this video, and I could put it somewhere up in there. So if you like this video and if you want more content like this, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Oh, let me talk about this simple hair that I have today. So when it comes to my hairstyle today, I left like some out, and then I have a ponytail that is on the side. Me and my older sister, legit, like, I styled my hair like hers, but it's like similar to hers. But I felt like this was a little cute style, and it made me feel like I'm 19 again, you know, like it feels youthful. The next time I may not leave as much out. I may just leave just a little bit out the next time and just like maybe like, you know, like change it up. But I really like this style because I think it's cute. So anyway, thank you so much for viewing my video. In this video, I talked all about being a Sisterlock trainee and the supplies that I use as a Sisterlock trainee. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Make sure that you subscribe, and I'll talk to you again the next time. Bye bye.